intro edition. So it's only been a couple days since my last video where I had the bike fired up on the methanol. So I decided I'm going to do something different this time, and kind of just an idea for, I think it would be kind of a cool video. I'm actually headed right now to get, I thought I had some in the garage yet, but I don't have any race gas, just like regular 110 race gas. That's what I ran the bike on last year. So I'm gonna head to the station that sells that stuff right now. I'm gonna get a gallon of 110. Then I'm gonna run to the shop, and I'm going to let the camera roll. I'm gonna try to do this all in one take. So I'm gonna fire the bike up on methanol. I'm gonna drain and flush the system with, drain the methanol. Then I'm gonna flush it with 110, and then I'm going to just, without even using a laptop, I'm gonna go onto the fuel tech, my dash, and I'm gonna select my race gas tune, and I'm gonna refire the bike right back up on 110 race gas. So a lot of people have questions about how easy it is or how hard it is to map switch with the fuel tech, and a lot of people have questions about dual fuel. So I'm gonna show you how easy it actually is to do, and it'll be kind of a learning experience, because I'm going to probably do this after every track day or track trip. Like we go racing for a weekend, and I know the bike's gonna sit for a week. I'm gonna have to, I'll drain the meth out just to be safe. Some people say they've never had a problem leaving it in. I'm not gonna chance it, because my luck is I'll leave it too long and end up having some sort of an issue. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get in the habit of kind of getting a system down for, like, we're done racing for the weekend. Now it's time to go ahead and drain the meth, put pump gas in it, fire it up, and then I can put the bike away and let it sit, work on it, fire it up if I need to warm it up for something. But so that's the plan. So like I said, I'll get the race gas, and then we're gonna try to do a one-shot video, and might be some fast forwarding going on, but hopefully this turns out pretty cool. Told you, 110 at the pump. I'll go over here and get paying on it. This is even funnier now. So the race gas station had the pump shut off, which, not surprised, I haven't been there in whatever 4 months. But so I stopped at the Phillips 66 and got some good old 93. So we'll get her fired up on that. So I'm out in the shop. You saw me stop and grab some pump gas for this thing to do my little rinse and flush and refill and all that. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'm going to show you, basically, I'm going to break down real quick what you're going to see, because I'm going to have this going, the one non-stop video, and I don't know if I'm going to stop to explain it the whole time, but here's the breakdown of what I'm going to do. So I got my can of methanol and a funnel, right there, funnel. And then what I'm going to do is fire the bike up on meth, and then I will unhook the return line, and I'll take that jug, set it up there, and I'm just going to run the return line right back into that jug, empty that tank. Then I'm going to add the pump gas that's over there into that tank and keep that return line unhooked. And then I'm just going to, not into that tank, but I'll flush a little bit of that, what's left for the meth, I'll flush it out with the pump gas, and then I'll hook the return line back up, reprime it, switch the maps, and start it on pump gas. And just so you don't think I'm BSing, no laptop's not sitting out here, and it's not even plugged in. But I'll turn the bike on, let it prime, and that will show you the two maps I have available. So I'll get rid of the glare here. There, we'll try that. So I'll go to my main screen, go to my files. There's the only two maps loaded in the bike right now. Alcohol, the TBF is time-based features, so I'm using other settings in that map that just lets me know that they're active in that map. And no prep is just kind of identifies what boost ramp I was using. So these are the two maps the gas map is the one I was running last year, and the one I had the most work in on with the time-based features. So the alcohol map is the same map with the alcohol fueling setup. So all my time-based features and everything transferred over. So this is how I'll just tell between my gas, regular fuel, and alcohol map. So now I'm going to set the camera up, fire it up on methanol, and then we'll do the switch. So I'm going to fire that up on methanol now, but my garage is closed up and I got the heater running. So it's going to fire up. It's going to probably run real shady because it ain't going to have a chance to warm up. But I was going to show you that it is going to fire up on methanol. In fact, I'll even take you over and show you that it's still on the alcohol scale on the O2. But I'm not going to run it real long. It will stink in here pretty bad, and I don't want to have to open the door to air it out. So I'm going to run this over. I'm going to take my stand here. I'm going to run the camera over so you can see the dash quick. So I'm kind of doing this backwards here, but I'm going to turn the bike on. You'll see it say alcohol. And it gives you the scale range. So now it's heating. So now I'm going to set the camera back up on the stand. I'm not going to shut it off. I'm going to fire it up. Like I said, it's going to run real shitty, and I might have to reprime it like a couple times because it's definitely lean. But then you're going to see me do all the drain and refill and fire up on gas. So bear with the bumps because I got to set this up now. Pointed at the right thing, I guess. How do you like that? Can you see? You guys see okay? Lean in real close. You'll probably smell it if you sniff real hard. Okay, we give it a shot. Give it a minute. Alcohol. Now I'm going to dump this gas and we'll refill it. What I need to do is I got to turn the pump off and turn the thing back on so it doesn't reprime. There, bike's back on, didn't reprime the pump. So I didn't just dump a bunch of methanol into the motor. So now what I'll do is go to my outputs and I'm going to activate the pump, take that line off, dump it into the can. I didn't do a trial run on this, so it could get messy. Helps to plug the pump back in. Okay, hopefully this won't make a mess. It's working. Okay, tank's empty. And we're making a mess already. I got my 93 octane from Phillips 66. I was going to run the pump gas through it and flush out the rest of the methanol, but that pump sucked that tank pretty freaking dry. So there's minimal amounts of methanol left in it, and it'll burn through when I fire it up on the pump gas. So I'm going to go ahead and hook the return line back up, switch maps, restart the bike. And the bike has been on the whole time. To switch maps on these things, you don't need to shut the bike off and restart it and reboot anything. As fast as you switch the maps, it switches the bike. Okay, fuel line's back on. All you gotta do is switch maps. So I'll take you with to show me now. Not show me now, show you now. Now I gotta do this backwards because I'm not gonna switch the camera around. So this is the screen I was on to hit the test output for the pump, to just turn the pump on to flush the system out. Go back to my dashboard. So now, if I was sitting in staging lanes, all I need to go is go to my main screen, go to my files. So I was on the alcohol map, and you saw the alcohol scale. We're going to go gas map now. Select that, hit the check mark, 2. That's it, it loaded it that fast. Now I'll turn the bike off and back on so the pump will reprime. I might do that a couple times. But if you watch this up here, this should say gas now, and a different AFR scale. Turn it off. So I made a mistake, and I shut the camera off for one, but something caught my eye and I thought I had fucked up. But if the wideband nano comes on, it says AFR alcohol, and then it goes AFR gasoline. When I first saw the alcohol, they just flashed a range across there. When I first saw the alcohol pop up, I thought it didn't reset the nano. So I quick was like, well, if I'm on gas map, I can't fire it up. The O2 is going to read goofy if it's on the alcohol scale. But it actually did go back and read, or it actually did go back and it reset itself. So we're going to continue on from where we were. So sorry about the interruption, but it's on, it's on gas here. So the bike just primed, so I'm going to set the camera back up and restart it. Correct. how easy it is to switch from methanol to gas with the Fuel Tech. 2 maps in the bike, gas and methanol. All I had to do was pump the methanol out. That's the sloppiest, most inconvenient part of the job. But thankfully, everything on my bike is easily accessible. Kind of planned this out, almost like I knew what I was doing. But anyway, yeah, you can see I got pump gas and methanol, so you know, this is what I was doing. So hopefully that clears up some questions for some people that were wondering about, you know, how easy this is to do and whether or not you can run 2 fuels in one bike. The answer is yes, that easy. The methanol tune on this bike is pretty shitty because these are not the injectors that are going to stay in here. These injectors, if anybody wants any, they're ID Injector Dynamics 1050X. They're 34 millimeter center to center at the O-rings and 14 millimeter on both ends. They fit the lower injectors on the 05, 06 1000s, and I believe 07, 08 lower rails take the same injector. So if somebody wants a set of injectors, these are for sale. Only had methanol run through it to start, and now they're back on gas. Not that that matters, they're all stainless and super high end anyways. But the new injectors are 22, these are 1050s, the new ones are 2200 cc, so those will be here by I think Friday. But the reason I'm not monkeying with the tune is because that'll all kind of change as the injectors get bigger. It requires them to work less to get the same amount of fuel as these things when they're in overdrive. So I will get the injectors switched and then I'll fire it up on methanol and dial in the methanol tune. But I will have to go back and redial in the gas tune with the big injectors. So everything's going to get scaled way down because those huge injectors would just, with the map that's in it right now, at that scaling, it would just flood the motor with fuel. So basically I'm going to have to work in reverse. Whereas right now the gas map is dialed in with these injectors, and it would take some work to make the meth tune work with these injectors, and it wouldn't support full boost. So I'm going to go backwards now, and I'm going to dial in the meth tune, and then I will have to go back and slowly dial in a gas tune, and maybe even make passes back and forth. Do one track day I'll just run the meth tune and get it dialed in on meth, and then I'll go back, another Saturday or something and not make full rips on gas, but make it run, start, idle, drive, and on pump gas or just some 110 or something. But yeah, I hope you dig that. Hopefully this video isn't too drawn out. I'll probably speed up some stuff, but for the most part I'm gonna try to let it play. I know I had that one interruption, but I hope you notice I'm wearing the same clothes. It's all the same night, and it is just that easy as switching the maps. It's just, you watched me do this for the first time, so like I said, that shocked me when I saw the alcohol scale roll across that wideband. I'm like, shit. I'm like, I think I might have to go in and actually rescale the CAN or not rescale, reset the CAN communication setup with the Fuel Tech to tell the wideband it's going to read gas now instead of alcohol. Because I had to tell it originally when I set up the meth map, I had to tell it this map will be meth, alcohol scale, whatever. So I thought I made a mistake, but it wasn't. You saw how it scrolled across to alcohol, then it scrolled across again, it said gasoline, and then it gave the scale, 7.0 to 16.1 or whatever it is. So yeah, we'll learn as we go. And that's what's fun about monkeying around with this thing. But right now my garage stinks bad enough it would knock Christ off the cross. So I'm going to wrap things up and go inside and edit this video, and maybe it'll be something you guys can watch in the bathroom on Thursday. So yeah, stick around. We'll do some more fun stuff. Later.